All right, let's talk about a huge power shift that's happening right now. For years, if your business was in a so-called restricted industry, you were basically at the mercy of Google's rules. But that's all changing. A new wave of technology is giving these companies an escape route, and we're going to break down exactly how it's all going down.
I mean, just put yourself in their shoes for a second. Your entire company's survival depends on people finding you online. But the one company that controls access, the main gatekeeper, has you in a total chokehold. We're talking about legitimate businesses here, trying to help people, but they live in constant fear of being shut down overnight. So what if there was a way out of that prison?
To really get why this is such a big deal, you have to understand this number, 90%. That is Google's slice of the global search market. It's not just the biggest player in the game. It pretty much is the game. And when one company has that kind of monopoly, well, its rules become law for everyone else. And that brings us to what so many people in these industries call Google's digital stranglehold. Because for them, these policies, they don't feel like they're about protecting users. They feel like a maze that's designed to trap you, or worse, just suffocate your business entirely. Now, on paper, Google's policy sounds like a good thing, right? It's supposed to weed out scams and shady lenders, and that's great. But the reality for honest companies, the ones actually trying to help people with debt or credit repair, it's a complete minefield. One wrong step, one keyword that an algorithm doesn't like, and boom, it could all be over. And this table right here, wow, it really shows you just how impossible that minefield is to get through. Just look at this. You run a credit repair service, doesn't matter how legit you are, you're prohibited. Period. Debt settlement or debt management, you're heavily restricted. Even law firms that help people with debt get caught up in the same red tape. It's an incredibly narrow, tiny box to try and work in. And the stakes here are about as high as they get. We are not talking about a simple slap on the wrist. A single violation, whether it's real or just something the algorithm thinks is a violation, can lead straight to a permanent account suspension. For a business that gets its customers online, that is a digital death sentence. So let's talk about the real-world impact of all this. Because it's not just about rules on a web page. It's about the human cost, this constant, gnawing anxiety that shapes every single decision these businesses have to make. This quote from the source material just hits the nail on the head. The dread of Google pulling them is universal. This isn't just one or two nervous business owners. It is a shared, universal feeling across these entire industries. It's this background radiation of anxiety that at any moment, for any reason, your business could just be wiped off the map. And that fear, it creates what you can only call a culture of paranoia. Marketers are constantly second-guessing everything. They're afraid to try new things, afraid to scale up too fast. Innovation? Forget about it. It takes a back seat to just surviving. It's a business strategy that's built on fear, not on growth. Okay, so we've painted a pretty bleak picture. But this is where the entire story flips on its head. Let's talk about how AI is coming in and just completely shattering that status quo. This isn't just some new marketing fad. It's a whole new ballgame. That whole power dynamic we just laid out, it's starting to crumble. Remember that digital prison we were talking about? Well, the walls are starting to show some serious cracks. For the first time, these companies are finding new ways to reach their customers directly, totally bypassing the old gatekeeper. And the difference is just, it's like night and day. Over here, you have Google's world, totally centralized, super rigid, and incredibly high risk. And over here, you have the new world being built by AI. It's democratized, it's way more open, and it is packed with new opportunities. It's a massive shift from a locked-down ecosystem to an open one. And look, this is not just some theory about the future. It's already happening. We're actually seeing Google's growth in search visits start to flatline. For the first time ever, a significant number of users are choosing AI tools like Perplexity or ChatGPT for their answers instead. The ground is literally shifting under the giant's feet. So what does this actually look like in the real world? How do you take advantage of this? Well, let's dive into the new playbook. It's called Artificial Intelligence Optimization, or AIO, and it gives businesses a really clear path forward. The whole strategy really boils down to 3 core moves. First, you start optimizing your content for AI search engines, not just Google. Second, you put your own AI agents, your own chatbots, directly on your website. And third, you use AI to create hyper-personalized content that speaks directly to your customers. So here's how it all works. Instead of spending all your time trying not to break Google's rules, you create genuinely helpful, in-depth content that AI engines will actually find and use in their answers. You build your own AI chatbots to talk to customers right on your own turf. You're basically taking back control of the conversation, moving it away from Google and into your own ecosystem.
And when you zoom out, you realize this is all creating something huge. The birth of a brand new, pretty much unregulated information market. It's like a new frontier where the old rules just don't apply anymore.
I absolutely love this metaphor from the source material to describe it, a bullet train bulldozer. How perfect is that? It just captures the insane speed and the unstoppable ground-clearing force of this change. It's not just moving fast, it's plowing a new path right through the old landscape.
So this new landscape, what defines it? Well, you've got democratized access, powerful tools are available to everyone now, you've got open source AI models that anyone can build on. The regulators? They are miles behind, still trying to figure it all out. And all of that, it adds up to one thing, a massive, massive advantage for the businesses that are bold enough to get in early.
You know, for all those businesses that have been living in fear, walking on eggshells for years, this is way more than just a new trend. It's a revolution. It's a chance to finally break free, to innovate again, and to succeed on their own terms. That bullet train is already leaving the station. The only question left is, are you going to be on board?